You can't keep trading meme coins the same way and expect to make money from it. Now, some of you go to dexscreener and look for a random coin and buy. Some of you go to Twitter and look for a favorite crypto influencer talking about the particular meme coin, and you go ahead and buy immediately. Now, these are the fastest ways to lose all your money on meme coins. Imagine if there are filters and some websites you can actually use to spot some of these meme coins by yourself easily. Now, let me start this video with how you can calculate the best amount you can use to buy some of these meme coins. And after that, I'll show you the filters and the websites. So let's say you have $1,000, right? Now, what some of you do is you go in and buy a particular meme coin with all these $1,000. And if that meme coin actually crashes, it simply means you've lost all your money on this meme coin. Now, you want to avoid trading like this. Best thing you're going to do is to actually split your capital. So some persons that split it into like 100 places, but that's actually like so much. You won't actually make a lot of money with that and all of that. But what I would recommend is, if you're a very good trader, split your money into 10 times. It simply means for $1,000 for each trade you're going to enter, you're buying with $100. Now, if you're not a very good trader, you're not familiar with meme coins, I would encourage you to split your money into 20 times. Now, that is $50 for each particular trade. And that would not be a lot if you lose one trade or two trades. So it simply means you have to lose 20 trades in a row before you lose out all your entire $1,000. And I wouldn't even encourage you to keep trading like that if you're not a very good trader. It's best you check out some of my previous videos or even learn more about meme coins before you get into it so you don't lose all of those money. Let's say you're a very good trader and then you're risking $100 per trade. Now, when this coin goes up by 100%, what you want to do is you want to take out your capital. Depending, you want to take out 50%, which is going to give you back your $100, right? Now you still have an extra $100 left there. You want to target to make much more. So the reason why you're taking out the first 50% once you get to 100% price movement is just in case this trade goes against you, you don't lose your capital. Your capital is intact. Remember that keeping your capital is the most important thing in this space, because if you lose all your capital, that is game over. You can't actually trade again. So you want to preserve this capital as much as possible. But let's say it's a coin you trust so much and then the market cap is still small, you could actually target a lot more numbers, but just be very careful when you're doing that. Make sure the coin is not at the top or something, or let's make sure the coin is still very fresh and there's still a lot of room for this coin to run. And you should actually know this before you actually do it. Don't just join other persons because you're seeing that people are doing 50x or 100x for a particular coin. You want to do it with them. You would also do it, but you have to give yourself time to do that. So you want to take out few of your capital just in case you've gotten to 100% or like 200%, depending on what actually works for you. Some trades I do 100%, some trades I do 200%, some trades I even go to like 500%, depending on my conviction on that particular trade. But if you're new, I'll say once you see 100%, take out 50% of your capital, and just like that. So if the trade goes higher again, you take out some money. If it goes higher again, you can, but make sure you always leave moon bag. Now, what is moon bag? Moon bag is simply a tiny percentage of what is left from after you sold a lot of your portfolio. You leave that particular one, that is on a winning trade, not on a losing trade. So let's say you made a lot of profit from that particular trade. You're going to leave some moon bag just in case the coin keeps going up, and then you don't miss out on some of the profit you'd have made if this coin kept going up. But at some point you're still going to sell off everything. You don't want your moon bag to be worth zero at the end of the day. So you just want to check out some of these things very well. Now, since you understand this, let's go over to my PC and let me show you some things on dexscreener. The website is dexscreener.com, and you actually do some filters from here. Click on filter, and let's say you want to trade Solana meme coins specifically. Just click on all platforms and select Solana, right? And save this. So dexes, sometimes I want to select dexes. I don't want to exceed Radium and Pump Swap. Now this is the dex for Pump Fund. If you want Pump token, you can also do this, but Pump Swap is actually the ones that have migrated. Although people can still list normal coins on Pump Swap, but if your coin is created on Pump Fund, it has migrated, it will get migrated to Pump Swap before it gets migrated to Radium, but now it's on Pump Swap. So you want to select this too. If you still want Pump Fund, select that, but let's just save this. Now, liquidity, you want to check out some of the things. Now, market cap. Now, this is a very important place. And the reason is the market cap determines the amount of money you're going to buy the coin with. I see sometimes people buy a coin at $500 million market cap, you're buying with $10. Like, even if that coin goes to $1 billion, which is 100%, right? You only made 100% of your money, which is $10. That's not like game life-changing money. For coins like that, you want to risk more. Depending on your thesis for the coin, if you think it's going to go high, you want to risk more. But make sure you're not risking all your capital. Now, the ones you want to buy with small money is the ones with smaller market cap. So the market cap determines, let's say you don't have a lot of money to buy this meme coin. You want to target coins with smaller market cap, or you want to compound. There are different strategies to this. Sometimes you want to compound your money with these coins with bigger market cap. Let's say you're able to do 100 to 200% from them. And then let's say you have $100, for instance. If you buy a coin at $10 million market cap, and then you do 100-200% from it, you've made like $300, right? You continue that. I'm not saying you should go and put all your money in a particular coin, but let's say after you split your money, you have $100. So you do that like multiple times, you've been able to gather up to like $500. Now you can start taking a little portion of it to start gambling on smaller risky coins. But some persons are gamblers, so they can actually gamble any amount of money into smaller coins. It depends on who you are. But one thing I want to tell you is make sure you understand some of these things very well before you actually venture into it. So let's say we are looking for coins between 200k market cap. We want to look for small coins to max no more than 500k market cap. So sometimes you want to take out this thing right here, so it gives you even less than 200k. But let's say you have, there's a particular reason why you think the 200k market cap coin will not go down easily like that. Although nothing is guaranteed in this space, so let me just take this out. So another thing is the pair age. So pair age is very important. Sometimes you want to buy newly created coins because they are very, very volatile, right? Now there are older coins that are not really volatile, but just in case you want to invest in these coins and you're investing a lot of money and you think you want to hold them over the next few days or few weeks, I think like it's best you look out for older coins, not the new coins, right? So for this, you can set how many hours you want. If you're buying older coins, you want to target coins with let's say 240 hours is about 10 days. So if you're doing 100 days, that's going to be 2,400 hours, right? And if you want to keep a max, you can actually keep a max if you want. So this is for coins that have been existing, that was created minimum of 100 days ago. So that would give you older coins, that just in case you want older coins. But if you want new coins, you can take out this filter right here and even set the max that the coin should not be more than 24 hours, depending. So you're only focusing on newly created coins. All right, other things you want to look at for is the 24 hours transaction and some of these parameters over here. If you think you are interested in the volume, so let's go to 24 hours volume. You don't want the volume that's less than, let's say $100,000, or let's say $100,000, minimum volume of $100,000. So we are doing newly created coins and it shouldn't be more than 24 hours. But I'm also going to show you the next one. So let's click on apply. And you can see some coins right here. Manga, I saw this coin in the morning and I saw it quite earlier. I didn't buy it, but it's ran to 450k. Wow, now it's down completely. Okay, I'm still going to talk much more about this. But let's look out for coins. Now you can see the pair age. You can see the age for them. This is 5 hours ago. This is 5 hours ago, 3 6, just like that. So if you want to filter it, you can click on the age. And then it gives you from the highest age to the lowest age. If you want the earliest age, that you can click on it again. It's going to give you from the earliest age to the oldest. So this is 8 minutes ago. This is 27 minutes. So you want to check out. Let's say you want a quick profit from any of these coins. You want to look out for number one. What's the market cap? When I see Pepe, I don't know buy Pepe because I know there's Pepe already existing. So why should I buy Pepe again? So I'm just going to leave out that. You want to focus on coins that are new and like a completely different narrative, not an existing coin that they just use the same name to try to create the coin for it. It won't actually fly. That's actually the wrong way to do it. All right, so I'm looking at this one, HRD, which is Food Research Department. Okay, 29 minutes ago, volume is 186k. Okay, and then you can see it has market cap is 96k market cap. So I'm just going to open up this in a new page. Okay, so I want to look at the chart, so I'm just going to put this on 1 minute. Since this is a new coin, it's just 30 minutes. I'll put it on 1 minute time frame to look at the chart properly. So you can see once the coin got created, the coin came from pump.fun and then migrated to PumpSwap. That's why you're seeing it like this. So the moment it got created, it ran up to like 88k and then dumped to barely $13,000 market cap. And since then, it has been up 10x already in just how many minutes. Okay, so let's say we've seen this coin now. We want to search. They have a Twitter page right there. They have a Twitter account right there. So you click on it and let's look at it. So this is Zia and Blue. I don't know what that is. So I probably guess this is some guys like that create content.
Breathe air, they breathe water.
Okay, so these are like two guys. They're probably content creators. So they use their name to run this coin. But while they're having a different food research department, okay, so it's even up 150k. I'm not in a hurry to buy. I want to do my research. Sometimes they tell you buy first before you do your research, depending on what works for you. All right, so their Twitter page is just a search on what these guys have been posting. Although these guys looks like they are famous, even though I've not seen them before, but I know this guy's face. I've seen him a couple of times. All right, so it's still going up. Oh, it went up to 220k. Wow. Okay, so I want to search on Twitter, so I'm going to click on it. And you can click on search for HRD, this first one here. And let's look at Mood Research Department. This can Gigas and Zawambu are viral. So I want to find out if these guys are the ones that created it, because they did not post it themselves. So how do we know if they are the ones that created it? Just looking at this, can't find anything regarding that. I can also find their tweets. Maybe you have to scroll down a lot, but I can't actually find anything about that. So someone even posted, danger, never buy rug pull coins. I use unnecessary tools. So it's using a particle. So for this, I also use, there's a tool I use which is called auto snipe. There are still many other tools I use on Telegram, but what you can do is you can copy this contract address and once you paste it over here on auto snipe. Now if you're looking for auto snipe, I'm going to leave the link to sign up for it in the description. All right, so I'm just going to open this up. So this is the coin. I'm going to open it up, and if a coin is very risky, what auto snipe does is they tell you that this coin is risky, but they didn't tell us anything regarding that on here. But it still doesn't make it a green flag actually. So first off, these guys have not been able to come out there to say that they are the ones that created the coin, right? And then it's just a name. Probably maybe they mentioned this name or something, and that's why they created a name with. So you know that this is going to be short-lived. If you're able to jump in early, that's good for you. But you know, if the coin is rising so high like that, you don't want to jump in and then at the tail, because this is the top. It's actually at the top. You don't want to jump in at this top right here. You want to wait. That is, if you believe it's going to still run, you want to wait for some retracement before you go in. But if you're able to catch it the first time, then that's fine for you. But if you're not, I would not tell you to buy here. I would tell you to wait more for some retracement. But while we're doing that, you also check the holders count by clicking on this link, and you come to the holders, and you want to see this guy is holding 3%, 2.9, 2.5, 2. So imagine if this guy starts selling. If you want to even go further, you can copy their contract, their wallet address, go to the coin, click. I'm going to take this up a little bit. Now click on maker and paste this right here. Click on apply. This guy probably bought the coin on Pump Fund and he has not sold yet any. Okay, I'm going to copy this next one. I'll click on maker again. I'm going to paste it and click on apply. So this guy bought with a total of $1,200, $1,100, and he's up 5x already, and he has not sold yet. Now some of these guys are going to sell, except like he's a dev or something. So you can repeat this step over here and check out when they bought and if they've sold or something. So this guy also bought 27 minutes ago and he's up $6,000. He bought with $500 and he's up $6,000. Now these guys are still going to sell. That's why I told you, you shouldn't be buying at the top. You want to wait for some retracement before you actually buy. Sometimes I use Fibonacci retracement. I'm going to take out this volume first, or I'm just going to leave this. Okay, let me just hide this volume. I'm going to bring it back anyways. But I want to use Fibonacci retracement, and if I think this is the high, I can drag this from the lows to the highs, depending. And then my target usually is this region here, which is the 0.6 region and the 0.7 region. Most times 0.7 region, I expect that, okay, if it retraces down there, this might be a better place to buy this coin. Now, why am I saying this might be a better place to buy this coin? It's not like I like this coin. I don't like the holders count. People are holding a lot of the supply, and when they dump this coin, it's actually going to crash a lot. So, but why do I choose 0.5 to 0.6 region? I'm going to show you something with this ruler. So if you're buying, imagine if you're buying this coin right here, and let's say this coin crash. Before it gets to this 0.6 region, you've already lost 55% of your money. That's how crazy it is. Now, if you're buying at 0.6 or 0.7, I like to buy at 0.7. That's my best. But sometimes some meme coins also rebound. They bounce back from 0.6 region. But let's do, if you're buying here, before this coin gets here, you've actually lost at 8%. But imagine someone that bought at this very top. At this very top. Dragging it down here, you've lost over 71% already, and it's not even the bottom. So you want to be very careful not buying a coin that is at the all-time high. That is one way to lose a lot of money if you're trading meme coins. Although sometimes it still works, depending on if it's a viral thing. So there's a coin called Remus, and this coin actually did well, and I think Elon Musk tweeted about it. But you can see it has pumped and then it has actually dumped a lot. Well, let's say it was a very cool narrative you think it's going to do well. You can gamble some money, but I personally like to wait for some of these coins to retrace, because meme coins are meme coins. These guys want to sell when they're on any profit at all. So I want to wait for some of them to sell before I enter, so that I don't enter at the top and then I end up losing money. But if you think it's a cool narrative that would actually run, you can buy with small amount of money. So let's say you had $100 to buy, you want to put in like $10, $20 or $30, where you can actually risk that one. And then if there are rooms for the coin to come down, then you target some regions to buy. If you look at this right here, if I put out Fibonacci retracement, watch what you're going to see. You can see that this coin actually came back to the 0.7 region, which I've talked about a lot on this channel. So that's why I like to focus here. But it doesn't mean you should just go ahead and buy this coin, although it has a very cool narrative and it could actually still run from here. Who knows? It could still die from here. It all depends. It all depends. So you're taking a little risk when you're buying from this region right here down, when you're buying at the top here. Imagine how much you'd have lost at this bottom. Now, another thing you want to consider is setting stop loss. Stop loss is very, very important. A lot of persons will tell you, don't set stop loss when you're trading meme coins, or don't do this, don't do that. For me, there are sometimes it has worked for me where a coin is down like minus 90% and then the coin came back again and I made money. But it doesn't happen all of the times. Most of the times it doesn't happen. So you want to avoid things like that by cutting your loss. I have a friend of mine that cut his loss at every 20% or like 30%, he has cut his loss. For me, 50% loss is okay. I cut my loss at that point, or 60%, especially when I'm buying at a very good region. If I'm down 60%, I just cut my loss. 50% I cut my loss, depending. You don't want to lose all the money, because there's a psychology with that. Now, when you lose 50%, when you lose all your money in the first trade, you enter the next one, you lose all your money again. That is if you're not very good with it. Even when you're good with it, you can take 2 losses in a row. It's possible, except you're part of the insiders of the coin. That's when you make money, right? Now, when you take 2 losses in a row, what that simply does is it impacts in your psychology. You start thinking that my next trade I could lose, and then you enter the trade. Let's say the coin is just up like 10%, 20%. You see yourself shaking. You're already taking profit instantly. And imagine if it was that coin that was going to help you recover all the losses you've made, but because of the psychology of loss you've actually had, you've ended up selling a coin that would have given you all of the money you've lost and even more profit. So that is why you don't want to cut your losses when trading some of these meme coins. On our other platforms I use is KOL Scan. So what I do when I come here, I click on leaderboard and I want to see all of these guys. Now what I want to do is copy their wallet address. I'm not buying what they're buying, but I'm going to copy their wallet address. I'm going to show you this simple strategy. I go to let's say AutoSnipe, for instance. You can also use PhotonBot to do this particular one. Let me show you on Photon. So you go to tracker, select wallet tracker. So what you want to do here is, so you click on add, you add the name of the person. So below, let's just type any name, and then so you paste the wallet address here and you type the person's name. Let's say you know the person's name, you save it. Now you have one wallet. You can use this to get multiple wallets. All right, now you're not going to copy trade them. That is the mistake a lot of persons make. So you do this to have a lot of wallets. Now, what you're basically doing is to look out for when they actually buy coins. Those coins will actually pop up on this place, right? And then you will see the thing you want to do is you want to solidify some of the things you're buying. So let's say you saw this coin and you think this coin could be around. After you've checked the holders count, check the Twitter. This one, the Twitter is not right yet, but like everything is actually, it does click very well for you. Now you want to check to see if you have, when you have multiple wallets, you want to check to see if any of them actually bought any of those coins, right? If they bought the coin, then it gives you that, because these guys are this guy he made like $62,000 in the past 24 hours. Although people are copying him a lot, so it's easier for him to make money. But if you click on monthly, you can see some guys are making a lot more money. But this guy is still here. He has made about $383,000 in the past 1 month. So if once you have a lot of these wallets, you want to solidify what you've picked out, the coin you've picked, to see if they bought any of it. So if they have any of it, it tells you that, okay, this might be a very big runner. This might be the coin I would run. Although sometimes it will fail you, but a lot of times it will actually work out well for you. So you don't want to just blindly go and copy through this particular wallet thinking you're going to make money. No, these guys, some of them are farmers. They will just farm you and they will just buy and sell a coin, and then your wallet automatically buy and then you sell and loss. They just do that repeatedly. So you want to solidify this by seeing that a lot of these wallets you're copying actually buying a similar thing. So if a few of them are buying the same thing, you just know that, okay, this might actually be a runner, and that would help your thesis to actually buy more. But you see, even with making the right decisions and all of that, you can see that this coin is still going up. It doesn't mean this coin is not going to fall. That's the problem you make, is you start blaming yourself that, oh, I've missed out on this, I would have bought it like that, and then you end up buying the top. No, you have to be very patient and be calm when you're trading meme coins, because by the time you lose money, your mind will calm down by itself. So you don't want it to happen like that to you. So you want to wait for things to play out very well before you actually buy it. So these are like few websites I actually use and some of the tools and the ways I actually look at these meme coins. But there are a lot more ways you can actually use to trade these meme coins, and I talked about that in my cryptocurrency and DeFi mastery course. If you want to check out that, I'm going to leave the link in the description. The website is uchecrypts.com. I'm going to leave the website in the description, and you want to sign up on Photon and Motosnap. I'm also going to leave the link in the description. Do want to check out all of the links and sign up with them. And guys, we've come to the end of this video, and if you enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video right now, subscribe to this channel, because I have a lot more content that will be coming like this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.